Arsenal 6, Lons 0, and we are through. Tomiyasu masterclass, pulling strings from the defense, from Tommy Tofu to Tommy Kafu Karamba. This is what I'm talking about. This is the level of performance I want to see. Not that bucaria that we saw against Brentford, holding on. If you want to play a game where you want to control the game, do what we did in this game. Score 5 goals before halftime, or score a bunch of goals. Take it so it doesn't matter about VAR, it doesn't matter about referees, it doesn't matter about Numa Bucaria. You put the game to bed and then you control the game. The way we controlled the game in the second half, this is exactly what I want to see, caramba. This is what I want to see. This is the level. This is the standard. Filhos da puta were clipping me up and Leah, but we weren't celebrating. Well, we're just celebrados because I got my cerveja and I got my puff. Yeah? Vamos celebrar. Hoje é dia para celebrar. Have we won anything? No. But this is the performance I want to see. Tomiyasu, how many crosses into the box? How many times has he put in the ball to our front three and given it to them on the plate? This is what I want to see. Overlapping Saka, allowing Saka to have other options. There was times where Medina, 4 Lons were doubling up with another Lons player trying to double up on Saka, but Saka overcame it. Saka a lot more direct, way more reminiscent of the football that we were playing last season. And this is what I'm saying. Win the game, put the game to bed, and then you can control the game. Then you can make substitutions like this manager was doing, making substitutions at halftime. He's taken off Tomiyasu, taken off Zinchenko, because the game is won. Taken off Saka, taken off Rice, taken off Jesus, because you buried the team. Today was a lot better than watching a game against Brentford where you're looking, when are we going to get it? When are we going to get a shot? When are we going to make a chance? Are we going to score? Today was bang, 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 bang. The best 25 minutes I've seen all season. This is what I'm talking about, caramba. É esse o futebol que eu quero ver. Não estou aqui a gastar o meu tempo para ver aquela porcaria that we saw on Saturday, yeah, last week against Brentford. This is what I want to see. And listen, praise to the boys. Praise to the boys. I can't believe it. Kai Havertz scored again. Kai Havertz actually scored again. Listen, if he scored the first chance that Tomiyasu gave to him on the plate, the header that just went wide, Tomiyasu in this game, he could have had probably four assists this game. 4 assists. You know, there was a chance where Tomiyasu gave it to Jesus. He doesn't really get his laces through it, and it just goes wide. He doesn't strike the ball properly. Another chance where Tomiyasu crosses the ball into Kai Havertz, and he puts it just far wide of the post. Tomiyasu today was absolutely saucing. Yeah, not only for the assist, the guy's intent, always going forward, always looking for that cutting pass, always looking to open the opposition up. É isso que eu quero ver, caramba. É isso que eu quero ver. Não quero estar aqui wasting my time watching dead football like we saw against Brentford. This is the football I want to see. And I know you can't see it every week, and I know it's not going to be available every week. We should be smacking these guys up. In all honesty, we have the easiest group. I'm expecting us to top the group, and that's what we've done. So because they've done what I wanted them to do, there will be praise. Yeah, Kai Havertz, listen, I ain't his biggest fan. To me, he's still got a lot to prove. £65 million. What is it? 14 appearances now for Arsenal. You've only scored what does this make it? 3 goals now and 2 assists, something like that. I still need a bigger return, but ultimately you did what needed to be done. You got the ball on the rebound, helped by Jesus, but you scored. There are other aspects to his game that I want to improve, but I want to go through all the positives before I start nitpicking little things. I just love today just being relaxed. The way we were playing 1-2 football, the way we were just opening them up. I think last season when we played Tottenham and we ripped them apart, we just literally ripped them apart in the first half, 1-2 football. And the way we were playing all last season, this is what I'm talking about. The game is a lot easier, and you make it a lot easier for yourself when you take your chances, when you make passes forward, when you're trying to cut the opposition, when you're trying to play balls through, when you're trying to attack in numbers, when you try to create quick passing. Today, Saka and Martinelli and Jesus, our whole front three were way more cutting today. Their intent was there. They were doing everything to find pockets of spaces in behind the defensive Lons. And this is what I want to see, caramba. É isso que eu quero ver. Man want me to celebrate. I want to celebrate actually winning games properly, bro. Winning games properly. And today, I was very, very impressed by our front three. very, very impressed with Tommy Cafu. Today, for me, is our man of the match. I don't get to make a new pukaria that anyone's got to say. Today, Tomiyasu was sourcing. Absolutely sourcing. I'm very happy for him. I think every time he's getting a chance, most of the time he's grabbing it by the scruff of the neck and taking the opportunity. And this guy needs to be starting. Absolutely sourcing today. Defensively, we were solid as well. No one really looked exposed. And was it not nice seeing Raya in goal, not doing the calamity back passing and the bucaria that we had to put up with flipping Ramsdale against Brentford today? Cool, calm, and collected, caramba. Cool, calm, and collected. Yeah? Achilad. There's no stress. No stress. If anything, I wanted more goals. I was watching this game, so I want mais goal. Mais golaço. You know what I mean? I wanted to sing goal. Filhos da puta. That is what I wanted to see. We could have easily smacked these lot up 8-9-0 today. We absolutely smoked them in the first half. Absolutely smoked them. Second half, yes, obviously we took off a lot of players that were playing well. We took off Tomiyasu, that was our most creative player. We took off Declan Rice, that played very well. He just kept it very tidy. Jesus, that was absolutely sourcing today. Completely different Jesus. Completely different Jesus today compared to the Jesus against the what they called Brentford. Completely different. Today, his hold-up play was A1. His link-up play, A1. The way he dropped the shoulder to score that goal, isso é que é futebol. Isso é que é jogar futebol. É isso. Not all of this crap that we saw against Brentford. This is what I'm talking about. Man want me to celebrate. This is what I want to see. This is what I rate. Football, like, this is how you play football. Yes, I want to win, but I want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? And today was reminiscent of the football that I grew up watching when it's Arsenal putting teams to bed and then shutting up shop and not allowing them to come back into the game, not allowing them space. I think today, defensively, Gabriel was A1, Saliba was A1, Tomiyasu as well. Even going forward, he did not forget his defensive duties. He was getting back. Something that I always criticize Zinchenko about. Today, Tomiyasu did it perfectly. Running down the channels, giving another option to Saka, but also tracking back. When is the last time Arsenal won 6-0? When is the last time we won 6-0? You know what I'm saying? I think the last time we won 6-0 was 2017 in the Europa League against Bate Borisov. Is the last time we won 6-0. Do you know what I mean? And funny enough, El Nene scored in that game. Flipping hell. I don't know what's going on. But listen, El Nene scored in that game. But it is what it is. Listen, and Wenger was still at the team. Listen, I'm happy today, man. Just watching the game and just being happy with the performance and the result. The problem with Brentford is the scoreline, the result made it like bittersweet because the performance was so trash. But today, you know what I mean? Everyone stepped up. Everyone actually performed. Everyone actually contributed. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone played well. Now, there are certain things that I didn't like. But there's a lot of things that I did like, you know what I mean? And I'm going to get into a lot of things that happened in the game. I think from the get-go, I think Zinni was very unfortunate not to get an assist today. He did a very good cross into Jesus, who couldn't hit it properly. Tomiyasu cross. At the start, he crossed it into no one. But listen, I don't even care. Brush that off. I don't care. That guy was absolutely balling and showing Odegaard that for me, even though he scored a goal, Odegaard, that filo da puta went missing today. Yes, he scored a goal. Other than that, what did he do? Nothing. For the majority of the time that Odegaard was on the pitch, that filo da puta has been trash. Absolutely trash. And it's actually surprising there because a lot of people saying, oh, we haven't been playing the same football as last season. This game, we were playing the same football as last season. And where's the performance from Odegaard? Because today it was fluid. Today it was attacking in numbers. Today it was one direction football. And we were going at them and we're playing very, very well. And we saw our front three flourishing over that. But Odegaard, where was that guy? Once again, providing nothing, doing nothing. Yes, you scored your goal. But ultimately, one goal doesn't mean that you've had a 90-minute worth of performance that I could say you really worked your socks off and you really played well. I wanted more from Odegaard. I thought other than the goal, he didn't offer anything else. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the chat what else you saw from Odegaard apart from the goal. There was a lot more to be desired if I'm going to keep it completely honest. I'm very happy with the front three. Very happy with Jesus. Very happy how he took his goal, how he was linking up play, how he was also bringing other players into the game. I was very happy with Saka, the way he was driving into the middle, the way he set up Jesus for that goal. Literally, he did all the work. The way he took his goal and anticipated he was in the box at the right time. Martinelli driving at the defense, running at them, finding pockets of space, being direct. There was a chance that Martinelli frustrated me a little bit. There was a time where he ran down the channel. Jesus is in the middle. He could have just squared it to Jesus, but his head is down. And this is what annoys me sometimes about Martinelli a little bit. He runs with his head down. He doesn't look up. If he looked up, he could have squared it to Jesus and we could have won this 7-0. I know that's picking at straws, but these are things that he can improve on. These are things that I'd like him to work on. And ultimately, I would like Martinelli to improve on that a little bit more. Sometimes his awareness to where other players are, because if he squared that to Jesus, Jesus was right in and he smacked it right at the side netting. And it was like, bro, you were never going to score from that angle. It was way too tight. And it was a little bit being selfish. He already had a goal at that point, and I thought you could have just squared it. As I said with Odegaard, very frustrated with Odegaard. Look, I'm happy the way he took his goal. That was a good goal. You know what I'm saying? He took his goal well. And listen, he put in the back of the net. But ultimately, what else are you doing? The one thing I've been criticizing Odegaard is his creativity this season. And this game was a great time for us to see his creativity and the way he wants to dictate play, with Martinelli making runs, Saka making runs, Jesus picking up the ball from deep, running at them as well, running down the channels. That type of fluidity. Tomiyasu also finding the front three. This was a game for Odegaard to also shine and show us his creativity that we saw last season. We didn't see it this game. We didn't see it. You scored, but we didn't see it, if I'm being completely honest. And then you're looking at Kai Havertz. Now, I will give Kai Havertz praise for scoring again. That's 2 goals, you know what I mean, in 2 games. Give him props, so props is due in terms of that. Yeah, you scored, cool, tudo bom, tudo bem. Não começa a chorar, não começa a gritar, não começa a ir nos comentários aí a falar à toa. I've given him some praise. I don't want to hear no one crying, no one whinging. But ultimately, other than Kai Havertz's goal, what did he do? What did he do? I think there was one time where he took on the fullback and crossed it into Odegaard, and Odegaard almost scored. Other than that, he only created 1 chance in this game. I need more. And this is the problem. Our midfield weren't the reason that we created much. Yes, they scored 2 goals and you can give them praise, but you can also look at them and say, I need more creativity. You know, you're not only there to score goals, you're also there to create an abundance of chances for a front three. And in a team and in a game where Lons were absolutely offering nothing, them Filhos da Puta got put in a zoo today. Them man offered nothing. I can't believe we lost to these bums. That's why I was so outraged when we first lost to them. We absolutely smacked these Filhos da Putas up. Their manager, bro, he looked like Chucky from Rugrats, bro. He looked confused, bro. He looked absolutely baffled as to what was going on within 25 minutes. 25 minutes! We were 5-0 up. These Filhos da Puta. Não fala pra mim. No. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Absolute, bro. The way these men got packed out was is disgusting. It was disgusting. What a performance. What a performance. Overall, what a performance. As a team performance, I could not ask for that much more. Yes, as I said, I wanted to see more creativity from our midfield because that's something that I've been criticizing. I've been criticizing the fact that our midfield doesn't create enough. And I felt like this game, Havertz could have shown more creativity. I think Odegaard could have shown more creativity and could have done more in the creative aspect. But overall, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy. Goals all around. Our front three scored. Our midfield scored. And Tomiyasu absolutely sourcing. Listen, I'm not going to lie. Tomiyasu has to be starting now. He has to be starting week in, week out. He has to be starting. Has to be starting. This guy continues to perform. Kai Havertz, I'll keep it real. I was skeptical about Kai Havertz playing, if I'll be completely honest. I was like, why is Kai Havertz? Well, he scored 1 goal. But he did score a goal, so I can give him props in that aspect, but I need more. Going forward, I need more. Ultimately, we needed the win. We got the win, and it was a comfortable performance, way better performance. The first 25 minutes is the best performance I've seen all season, and it's up there with one of our best performances last season, if I'll be completely honest. I understand. Listen, I like the fact, also, I'm going to give some props as well to Arteta. I like the fact that At halftime, he started making some substitutions. You know what I mean? He saw that the game was wrapped and done. He rested Tomiyasu, rested Zinchenko. You know, I think Saka didn't really need to be on for 66 minutes, but it is what it is. Ultimately, he pinned Saka off, which is sometimes something that I critique about this manager. He keeps Saka on too long. It didn't keep him on too long. I would have preferred Saka to come off at halftime, but he took him off. Declan Rice got 75 minutes, then was taken off. Jesus got 82 minutes, then was taken off. This is the man management I want to see. The game is done. Start taking the best players off. The game is sealed and done. We don't need to play this control football where we need to play to the 90th minute with all our best players. We got the job done by half time. This is what I'm talking about, Caramba. This is what I'm talking about. When man want to talk to me about what I should celebrate, what I should be doing, what I should be happy about, this is the level that I want to see. This is the level that makes me happy. This is the level that I can have some pride in our performance, some pride in the way that we're playing. See, playing like this, playing convincingly. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it is what it is. I still don't like the Kai Havertz celebration. And I still don't like. It's kind of like when you're in school going, you never catch me. I just like, it's a bit childish. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of the people that overrate this guy as well. I feel like they're hella childish as well. But listen, it is what it is, man. I was very happy with that aspect of the manager. I don't know why we're playing like this. I need to see this performance against Wolverhampton. It's all good doing it today. I want to see this in a more consistent basis. Unless we're going up against a Man City, I understand playing a more controlled approach. If we're not going up against Man City, I'm expecting more performances like this. More performances like this, where we are blitzing teams, putting them to bed. Second half, we can sit back a little bit. Maybe get one more goal, but we can sit back and we can control the game. The problem I have is at 0-0, when you're trying to control the game, it could go either way. You can get a late stinker, you know what I mean, from the opposition, and all of a sudden you're 1-0 down and you don't have the time to get back into the game because the majority of the game you've been being controlled and you've not attacked and you've not made opportunities, and all of a sudden you then have to throw the kitchen sink at it. All of a sudden you have to just go for it, and that I don't think that's sustainable. Playing like this, I think, is way more sustainable, especially with the fact that we don't have gunmen at this team. Yes, Saka scored. Yes, Martinelli scored. Jesus scored. These are not players that are going to score us 20 to 30 goals a season. These are players that you're going to have to divide and make a lot of opportunities so we can divide and spread the goals around up until we get a better striker in January, hopefully. So this is why I want to continue with this way of playing football. If you don't have a gunman, then you need to create an abundance of chances and put these teams to bed. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I want to see this. Today, I'm very, very happy with all of that. And I couldn't believe it. I'm going to be honest. When I was watching the game, I could not believe the way we were playing. I was like, bro, I thought this way of playing was just a thing of the past. Now, we need to replicate this and continue this. Clearly, this team plays a lot better when they're allowed to go forward, take the handbrake off. None of that bukari of parking the car, put it in park, put the handbrake up and just handbrake it to the 80th minute and then try go for the game, or to the 85th or the 90th minute and then try and win the game at extra time. I don't want to see none of that bukari. I want us to go forward. I want us to be proactive. I want us to go for it, and I want us to win games convincingly. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the season, with games to go, yeah, then you grind up performances. I've never seen a team that tries to grind up performances all season, then all of a sudden, the end of the season, just turns it on and starts blitzing teams. It don't work like that. Most of the time, they play with fluidity. They go for it. They kill teams off. End of the season, then you change the approach. Then you grind it up. But you've already got momentum. You've got confidence because you've been scoring all season. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we do also need certain personnel to come into the team. We do need certain players that we are lacking. Obviously, we need the manager to also make the right changes and the right tactics and substitutions at the right time. Obviously, you need everything to be right. But ultimately, I just don't understand how this manager does not see. Today, it has to be clear as day to Arteta. This is the best way to play with these players that we've got. They play better with the handbrake off. Yeah, and I understand that we played the control football in the second half. Like I said, the game was won, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? When we put the handbrake up on the second half, how many goals did we score? One goal, which was a penalty. Other than the penalty, we weren't scoring. A lot of times we made a few chances, but we weren't clinical enough. So this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? When we don't have the handbrake up, we'll blitz the majority of teams. Do you know what I'm saying? So we need to impose ourselves. Let me get back into the biggest highlights of the game. As I said, Tomiyasu cross into Havertz, heads it wide. Tommy cross into the box. Jesus flicks it on with his head, and Kai Havertz taps it in. Now, I think that might be the best thing we can use Kai Havertz for, a target man. It seems that is the only thing I've seen about Kai Havertz in the last couple of games that shows some sort of end product from him when we use Kai Havertz as a target man. Now, do I think that he's going to score a bag of goals as whipping in boxes to Kai Havertz? No, I don't ultimately think he's that great. But we have now found a way of utilizing this guy to some sort. So we can put him on, even if he's not starting, which ideally I wouldn't have Kai Havertz starting the next game. But you can put him on as an impact sub if you want to start spamming crosses into the box. He seems to be able to sometimes at least find the ball and put it in the back of the net. So listen, hopefully Arteta learns from this game, learns from the game against Brentford as to the best way to utilize Kai Havertz. Spamming balls into the box, he may get a header, he may get a touch on it, we may get a goal. You know, you can use him as a focal point. Do I think that we can consistently play like this with Kai Havertz like a focal point like that? I don't think so. I still don't think he's of the level, but I will give him some props for scoring today and scoring against Brentford. Saka run into the box, passes it to Jesus. Jesus drops the shoulder, 2-0. Now, the way that guy took that goal, man, Mil Deus, bro. Like, Saka, bro, Jesus is such a baller, man. You know what I'm saying? And Saka, I have to give props to Saka because he was getting clattered by mid. They had two men on him, clattering him, trying to stop him doing anything. And the one thing I love about Saka is persistent. It doesn't matter how many times you take him down, Saka will still try to drive at defenders. And that is one thing that defenders don't like. They don't like attackers running at them. They don't like attackers, you know, running in numbers, and they have to think about marking multiple players and asking questions of them. And I think that Jesus goal was all accredited to Saka. The way he ran into the box, the way he still kept the ball, even when, because they took him out in the box, he still managed to get a foot to it and tap it to Jesus, and then Jesus finishes it. Listen, Jesus got to give props to Saka for that one. Excellent from Saka. Excellent to set up Jesus. A counter-attack from Arsenal. Martinelli dribbles into the box, shoots, Saka, rebound, and goal. And that is what I'm saying. Our anticipation in this game was very, very good. You know, Kai Havertz was in the right place at the right time. Saka also was in the right place at the right time, got the rebound from Martinelli. Martinelli looked lively today, looked like he was running at them, looking like he was asking questions of them. Very, very good from Martinelli, and very good from Saka from his anticipation to get the goal and just get a little hip to it, get a little leg to it, and just tap it in. You know what I mean? You got to be at the right place at the right time, and that is a killer's instinct, and that is what makes top attackers, is the way they read the game and putting themselves in the right positions at the right time, so that if the shot is saved, they're right there to tap it in, and that is a sign of a great attacker. So listen, props to Martinelli for creating the chance, and props to Saka for anticipating the rebound. Tomiyasu cross to Martinelli, run into the box, drop of the shoulder, slams it in. And I listen, when I saw that Martinelli goal, I was just like, what a goal, bro. What a goal. Literally, man runs into the box. There's nobody around him. He literally turns to the right and just slots it in. Nicely slams it. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, what else could I ask for? Do you know what I mean? Like, top goal from Martinelli. Top goal, man. Ice cold. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, today in front of goal, I got to say, for the goals, we were ice cold. The first 25 minutes, we were ice cold. This is what I want to see. Man, this is why I'm happy today. I'm happy with this performance, man. I'm happy with this performance. Do I think we're going to win the Champions League? No. I don't think we're strong enough. I don't think this manager is good enough in that aspect. But I am happy with the performance today. And I hope that we build on this performance. That this is what we need to build on. Not the performance against Brentford. This is the performance we need to build on. This is what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? This looks way more convincing than the Brentford game. 100% more convincing than the Brentford game. No filho da puta, vamos dizer nenhuma merda. Today, everybody is going to be happy with this performance. There's going to be nobody that's going to be complaining about this performance and saying, oh no, the performance is trash. Of course, there's always areas for improvement because no performance is perfect. No performance is perfect. So there's always going to be little things that you can, but overall, you're going to be happy with the performance. Do you know what I'm saying? Havertz with a foul in the box. Very, very lucky to not give away a penalty. Very lucky from Havertz. Very, very lucky. Lance smacked the post. Nobody chased the player down. He took a shot from far and smacked the post. And that was a bit of a warning that we needed to step it up a little bit. Wahi absolutely cooked Gabriel and from the right hand side, and then puts a cross into the box. Luckily, there was no Lens player in the box. But other than that, I didn't really see it. I don't really see them opening us up. Really, didn't really see them really troubling us. Apart from that, Wahi, I kind of felt a bit sorry for him because he was getting no service. They weren't really providing him with nothing. He looked a bit lively, like he was trying to do something for Lens, but he was getting no assistance. He was getting no help. So you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. But what's this here? Saka to Martinelli, smashes it in the side net and should have squared it to Jesus. Like I said, Martinelli needs to start playing with his head up. He needs to stop playing with his head down all the time. He needs to look up and see his surroundings and actually see that there's players that are in a better position sometimes. Don't always go for the shot. Jesus was there. If you squared it to him, that's a goal. You know what I mean? It's things like that, anticipation like that he could be working on, and little things like that Martinelli would get him to the next level. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not always going to be in the best position to score. Sometimes your teammate's in a better position. Just square it. Don't be selfish. You know what I mean? Arsenal counter, Saka to Tomiyasu, cross into Odegaard, and goal. And I got to say, listen, the way Odegaard took that, the anticipation, the way he struck that, everything was perfect about that. The weight on it as well, everything was just perfect. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. And that made it 5-0. And we went in at halftime. Mikel Arteta making changes, you know what I'm saying, getting certain players off, resting certain players. And then in the second half, I felt like if we had a little bit more composure, we could have had more goals. If we, were a little bit slower in the way that we finished them off, we could have more goals, man. We could have really smashed these lot like 9-0, 10-0. Do you know what I mean? Havertz, with a chance where he beats the fullback, which is something I don't often see from Havertz. And it looked like the last two games looks like it has given him a bit of confidence, because I've never seen Kai Havertz taking a fullback on like that and then passing it to Odegaard. And then Odegaard almost scores, but the keeper gets to it. There was a corner that goes to Ben White and he heads it over the post. That was a good chance as well that we could have scored from. Martinelli smacked right in the face. We get a penalty. Jorginho steps up for the penalty. Cool, calm and collected. Scores the penalty. And there you go. Listen, it was a top performance. It was a top performance. Of course, in the second half, when you're smashing up a team and you know they're there for the taking, of course you want to score more. We only got 1 goal in the second half. We got 5 goals in the first half. You just want to go and blitz them, but it is what it is. I think ultimately, our next match in the Champions League, I think we should just rotate the whole squad. There's no point playing our strongest team. We've got enough things coming up anyway. We've got other bigger fish to fry. Feelings that put. We got bigger fish. We got bigger fish. Since we got bigger fish to fry, and we're ready through to the next stage. Just play our third choice goalkeeper, whatever. I don't care. Just rest everyone. Give everyone a rest. Do you know what I'm saying? Play El Nene. Play Reece Nelson. You know what I mean? Play Reece Nelson. Play all these guys. Like give the team a bit of a break. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter what happens. We're through regardless. So that's what I think. But as I said, for me, it is only Lens. I'm not going to sit here and pretend merda and act as if I didn't expect us to top this group. We should be topping this group, because this group we should be better than, because we're a bigger football team than all these teams and we spend more money. So I'm expecting us to beat these teams. Ultimately, it doesn't solve today the fact that our midfield still is not creative enough. It doesn't solve today that we're always relying on Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka to be our biggest creators, or one of our fullbacks. Normally it's Zinchenko. Today it's Tomiyasu. We do need our midfield to chip in. There's going to be games where we've seen against Brentford where they double up against Martinelli or they double up against Saka and we're not able to use them as creative outlets. Then that's when Havertz and Odegaard need to step up and be more creative. You can give them props all you like, and I gave them props for scoring goals of Havertz and Odegaard, but you need to be creating. I only remember Kai Havertz creating one opportunity. I don't remember Odegaard creating any opportunities. No opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And one of the two chances he had to score, one of them he should have scored. Well, both of them he should have scored. He scored one, and the other chance he should have scored. When Havertz squared it to him in the box, he should have scored that opportunity. And these are things that, you know, at the end of the day, you already know a lot of these Arsenal fans are going to come with the same porcaria. They're going to be overgassed. Ahí a festa, carnaval. Let's start doing carnaval. Let's start doing Rio de Janeiro. Let's start celebrating like everything's fixed. Everything is not fixed. There's still a lot that needs to be improved. We are not the finished article. There's still a lot more that needs to be done. There's still more that I desire. So this is what we need to do. At the end of the day, we still need to go out there in January and get a midfielder. We do need a world-class striker. And listen, the way we were playing today was a lot better, but the midfielders need to step up in terms of creativity. We are becoming so easy to read. I think Lons today, I don't know what happened, but it was absolute. But I didn't even know what happened today. Like today, cagaron nakama. You know what I'm saying? They crapped the bed today. Cagaron nakama today. I don't know what happened today. No structure. Defensively crap. Going forward, offering nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Did nothing. The best thing they did all game is at one time they hit the post. Other than that, they did nothing, and it was a shot from far anyway. Like they offered nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I was expecting more in the creative side from Odegaard and Havertz. One thing. I think Zinchenko as well could have created a lot more. He's another one that was in the middle. I think a lot of times Zinchenko was just playing recyclable football. A lot of the times he wasn't really getting into the game and creating loads of chances and created loads of opportunities for the front three when normally he is the fullback that we use to be the extra man in midfield and create things for the front three. So I would have expected more from Zinchenko, but overall, I think he did his job defensively. And like I said, I'm not going to move the goalpost. His main job is to defend, and he did that well today. He wasn't a calamity. He didn't, forget his defensive duties. So I'm not going to overly go in on him. I think ultimately, as a team, we played excellently. Excellently. I think we did very, very well. David Raya has made a lot of mistakes this season so far with his distribution out from the back and mistakes out from the back. I think today he did very, very well. I think today he actually performed well. So big up to David Raya. No howlers, no pucaria, no flipping, stupid, drastic distributions out from the back. That was just ridiculous. So it is what it is. Calm on with that. And yeah, man, I'm going to get into you lot's comments. Let me get into you lot's comments. I might even put the link out today as well. See, get some of you lot's thoughts as well. Finally, a good performance. Exactly, bro. It's a long time coming. You know what I mean? Long time coming. This has to be the best performance of the season so far. And the scoreline certainly, and 5-0 up at halftime. I watched till 4-0, then another game since game was done. Yeah, man, it was comfortable today. Absolutely comfortable with today. You know what I mean? Top Goon is in the bin. Tommy Cafu. Yeah, man, he's not Tommy Tofu no more. It's Tommy Cafu. Fiddles that mine. It's Tommy Cafu, man. Big up Northside. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. This is the football we've been waiting for. Complete performance. Exactly, bro. This is all we want. Do you know what I mean? Convincing performances, the manager making the right substitutions at the right time, making the right changes, and actually setting this team out to actually play football. Not playing roulette football like we played against flipping Brentford and we're there at the edge of our seats up until the 90th minute or so. You know what I mean? No one enjoys watching football like that. Kai Havertz doing skills. Need to see more of that after today. Listen, I want him to succeed. I don't rate the player, but I want him to succeed. I want him to prove me wrong because he plays for our football club. But ultimately, I don't think he will. I will give him props for scoring goals because, listen, I give him props. But ultimately, other than the goal, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, other than the goal, what did Kai Havertz really do? He didn't really do anything. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't really created one chance and he scored 1 goal. Like, come on. Like, do you know what I'm saying? After being on the pitch for how long? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Man had a full 90 and that is all we're getting from you. Come on, man. Like, I need more in 90 minutes than that. That ain't going to cut it. That ain't going to cut it. I'm telling you, that ain't going to cut it. Yes, sir. Northside, big up to you, bro. The only criticism is that right back, we need more. That ball from Tomiyasu to Martinelli was mad, bro. His weight of passing today was on a different level, bro. The guy's distribution today was mad. Like, his service today was A1. Yeah, I'm saying my man of the match, Tommy Kafu. Yeah, don't ever tell me about Tommy Tofu ever again. Finish that puta, Tommy Kofu, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, man. The players let Lons have it. What's this? Yeah, man. Bate Borisov was the last time we won 6-0. Arteta proving you wrong. Here we go. Well, the only way you could prove me wrong is by winning a major honor. You ain't achieved that yet, so you ain't proven nothing. You know what I'm saying? Is Havertz cooking? I still don't rate Havertz in that midfield role. Bro, I don't think he's cooking at all, bro. I don't even think he had an amazing game. I think he had a decent game. Like I said, you have to perform for the amount of time that you're on the pitch, and I don't think he did. I think he scored a goal, and he did well in scoring that goal, but that doesn't mean that all of a sudden now, you know what I'm saying? Like, when people start saying, oh, well, because someone scored a goal, what does that mean? So for the rest of the game, you can just do nothing. You can give the ball away. You can do whatever. You could score an own goal. Because you scored 1 goal, all of a sudden it's an amazing performance. I don't think so. I think he had a decent game. I wouldn't say he had no one had a rubbish game today. That's one thing I'll say. No one had a rubbish game. But at the same time, I don't think he had an amazing game. Do you know what I'm saying? Big yourself up, Northside. Keep the grind. Come on, man. Come on, love, bro. You know what I mean? Love. You already know, man. We have to be consistent, man. We have to be consistent. We need a Xhaka type player, but better. Lon's keeper is Onana's brother. Let's see what Odegaard and Havertz does against the low block Wolves team. This is what I'm saying to you. And this is why, like, a lot of people look at this game and just give praise to Havertz and Odegaard. But this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, against a low block where we may not be sourcing and being able to rip them apart, we're now relying on our midfield to also help release Martinelli, release Saka, release Jesus that are now getting dealt with. 2-man up on them. We need the midfielders to put the ball through the eye of the needle or spot that space in and behind the defense. We are yet to still see that from our midfield. We are yet to still see that. Do you know what I'm saying? The only one that's been able to really be any sort of creativity to the midfield is Declan Rice. And this is what I'm talking about. But we already know about football fans these days, bro. As long as you win, they will overlook that. They won't mention that because it's all, oh, let's celebrate because we won today. But listen, I'm happy. But at the same time, there's still things that need to be improved. You know what I'm saying? There are still things that need to be improved. Like I said, no one had a trash game, but there's areas of improvement. You know what I mean? Then big up to you. Lens didn't park the bus. You know, Wolves will park the bus and it'll be a different game. Facts. You know what I mean? We don't really do well against teams like that. So Martinelli was cooking. That goal was flames, bro. Martinelli, bro, was a banger, bro. It's a banger from Martinelli, man. Absolute banger. Man said Zinchenko out. Odegaard and Zinni have been the worst Arsenal players this season. But they're up there as well. Kai Havertz has been up there. I know he scored 2 goals, but he's been up there with our worst players. He's been one of our most inconsistent players. So yeah, he's got to be added to that list. At least Jorginho didn't play. That turtle can't start for us. Listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Obviously, Jorginho did come on after 75 minutes. He did score his penalty. But like I said, I think this guy, he's not it. He's not it. Whenever he starts, we don't look the same, do we? I just hope Odegaard can create against a low block team like Wolves. I don't think he will, bro. I don't think Odegaard will. He seems to struggle there. You know what I mean? Big up, bro. Man United bottled it. I was actually watching the Man United game. Wow. I believe I'm not of the bottle. I believe I'm the special one. You know what I'm saying? I can't be, bruv. It's a tragedy. I'm going to have to ask my cousin after this live what's going on with Man United. I know he's going to be fuming. Absolutely fuming. How can man, they scored 2 goals, were coasting. All of a sudden, they start leaking goals. Like these, man, oh my days. But listen, I don't laugh too much at Man United because Arsenal ain't 1-0 and we're still not a finished article and there's still a lot that needs to be done. So I try and, you know, just chill out a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I know where my team's at and I know, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it is lovely. It is absolutely that performance today against Galatasaray was absolutely sublime. You know what I'm saying? Garibalo. Absolutely sublime. You know what I mean? I love to see that. I love to see them crying. I love to see them in the dirt. I love to see Man United in the mud. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Do you know why? Because I've had to put up with so much flipping crap from Man United fans over the years growing up. Glory, glory, Man United, culo, bro. Do you know what I mean? Old culo. That's what your stadium stinks of. Old culo, bro. About Old Trafford. Old culo, bro. Old armpits. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear it. Them man, I'm so happy them man are in the mud. I hate Man United. I can't stand their fans, bruv. You know what I'm saying? When we was going through our demands, they always talk like they'll never go through their demands. And now look, now you know how it feels. I remember when he used to tell me, oh, we'll never be like my Arsenal. We'll never be down in the dirts like Arsenal. E agora, filho da puta. E agora. Yeah? Chora mais. Chora lágrima do sangue. Chora mais, não quero saber nenhuma porcaria. Chora, não quero saber. Pode reclamar, pode gritar, pode falar o que você quer, não quero saber. I'm so happy, bro. We got a saying in Portugal, yeah? Cry tears of blood, yeah? Pode chorar lágrima de sangue. I don't care. Cry tears of blood. I don't care. I hope these man, yeah, it burns them. I'm sick and tired of them. When I grew up, all they saw is glory, 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 glory. Toma no cu agora. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I hope they keep burning. I hope the Glazers stay for flipping 100 more years. You know what I mean? Burn the 10 more years, 100 more years. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope it keeps on. I hope Ten Hag gets a 10-year extra contract. You know what I mean? Ten Hag, 10-year contract extension. ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand Man United. So happy for their demise. So happy. You know what I mean? So happy. Let me puff to that. And before you get it twisted, it ain't because I think that my club's going to win a major honor, because I always be expressing how I'm not convinced with what's going on at my club. But sometimes you got to be a bit shameless. I don't mind. I like seeing Man United's demise. And when I was watching that game and hearing the tears, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I should be happy at the demise because they used to be our rivals growing up. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Northside giving credit today. Come on, bro. I will give, come on. Bro, people want to be selective as to when I give credit, bro. I always give credit where credit is due. I just don't give it out for no reason or for the bare minimum. Ben White doesn't even watch football. What a clown. Thoughts on Kai Havertz celebration, bro? It's dead. It's dead, bro. Like, it's not even a good celebration. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even the Jay Lings one was better. Like, even that one was better. I don't even think that was all that, the Jay Lings one. But even that was better. And I thought that was it was meaty. You know what I mean? Even that was better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dead. Kai Havertz, come on, bro. Like, what are you, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe you should. Maybe Kai Havertz should go to work on CBBS or something. You know what I'm saying? Go work with the tweenies, bro. Like, what kind of celebration is that, man? Come on, man. You couldn't think of something better, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's this guy on, bruv? You know what I mean? This guy's got no swag. That's what I'm saying. He got no swag, no presence, bro. Not even in the celebration has he got any presence. We will struggle against proper teams, in my opinion. I'm not confident. I completely agree. I completely agree. That Pukaria Zinchenko can go. What should we do in the January transfer window? Bro, what we need to do is go out there and buy a proper player. In terms of striker, proper rotation for Saka, like we got on the left with Trossard and Martinelli. We need a deep line playmaker. We need a number 10. We need another fullback, and we need another centre back. You know what I mean? If we're really serious, but You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Imagine if we had a striker in this game 10-0 easy. That's the difference, bro. What performance? That was peak Arsenal. That's the football I've been crying out for. Wolves on Saturday are getting sent to the kennel if we play like that. Filo da puta, bro. I'm telling you, we're gonna see, bro. The chances dried up second half. A striker that keeps that constant threat, bro. It's also because we're taking off certain players, bro. You know what I'm saying? When we're bringing on Jorginho, who's actually believing that he's going to create anything? Do you know what I'm saying? When you're bringing on Nketiah, we already know he's not that type of striker. Reece Nelson ain't really going to create much. He runs around, he ain't going to really create much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is, isn't it? Like, you're taking off, like, we took off Tommy, you know what I'm saying? And that was our most creative player, which is to my point. Second half, we have no Tommy. There's no creativity, which is my point. But a lot of top gooners will be, oh, you're toxic, you're being toxic and negative, why is he moaning? It's the facts. You know what I mean? Tommy comes off, creativity done. The majority of our creativity all went when Tommy went on the bench. The majority of it all went. Northside, you must have celebrated that first goal. Oh, my days. Bro, I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even lie. I couldn't even believe that he scored. I'm like, wow, really? Did he score? All right, cool. Let's see how he plays for the rest of the game. And for the rest of the game, he did nothing. That's just the facts, bro. If Havertz win you the league, would you get a Havertz shirt? Not really. If he scores the last goal, doesn't mean that we've won because of him. Do you know what I'm saying? If he's really pivotal and consistently performs week in, week out, all the way to the end of the season, then I can say, okay, you were pivotal for us winning the league. If he just scores on the last day to win us the league, he ain't pivotal for us winning the league. Do you know what I'm saying? That one of them ones. Yeah, a little Havertz praise. Great stream. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. That defense is solid. What's this here? This here. Let's just get this guy. Out. What's this? To be honest, our opponents didn't come to watch Bridge. Some will be like this and some will be like Brentford. We criticize too deep, like all is gone bad. We can't play like this all season. Yeah, we can't play like this all season, but we definitely can't play the way that we've been playing all season either, which is why I asked for a balance. The problem is when we play this control football, we don't look convincing. We don't look convincing in terms of putting teams to bed, and we don't look convincing in our midfield actually providing chances for our attacking players. So that's why I don't like the way we play this controlling football, because the manager ain't setting it up right. He ain't doing it properly. Do you know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So this is why we didn't win against West Ham. We didn't win against Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't set up properly. Do you know what I mean? This control football ain't that great. But today, we played gun-ho football, was going at them, and we played a lot better and a lot more convincing. So it is what it is. A new left back, a midfielder, striker in January, we can win the league. Do you agree? I still don't feel like we can win the league with this manager. I think in terms of squad, I would add a centre back to that, and then all of a sudden you've got a stronger bench. You know what I'm saying? You've got a stronger squad. So that is resolved. But this manager, I don't trust him, bro. I don't trust him to make the right decisions at the right time, to set us up in the right time. Because even if you bring all those players in, that resolves personnel. But if we're playing this stupid control football, we're still not looking convincing. So I don't think it's as easy as you just bring those players in. You need a combination of all things to really go on to win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? You need your manager to make the right decisions, to set your team up in the right style of play, put them in the right positions, and then have the right bench. The thing is, getting those players only resolves one of those things. So I'm still skeptical. I don't think this guy is the guy to get us through. There we go. Same against Wolves. Now keep the levels high. Exactly, bro. Put respect on that name, Tommy Gunn. Listen, he balled out today. Balled out. Does Timber come back soon? I don't know. Last time I checked, yeah, he was out for the whole season. Let me know, chat. But last time I heard, Timber's out for the whole season. You know what I'm saying? 6-0 perfect win. Nah, it weren't perfect. It's very good. Imagine being upset by a guy on screen because you disagree. Bro, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hasbullah is Northside's biggest fan according to the algorithm, bro. These guys are dumb. They don't like my channel, but they keep coming and they're helping me with the algorithm. Do you know what I'm saying? If them man want to keep crying, you know what I'm saying? Here you go. Have one of these. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. It's one of them ones. I really don't care, bro. Let them cry. Let them whatever, bro. They don't really matter. All they're doing is showing the algorithm that this video should be pumped out to more people by clicking onto my video. So big up to them. You know what I'm saying? These men are helping me. Till we play a proper team in the Champions League, I ain't getting with this hype train. Nah, neither am I, bro. Neither am I. In the isolated performance, I'm happy, but that's as far as it's going. Arsenal currently have 4th best odds to win the Champions League. Bro, I don't know who's doing the odds because we are definitely not 4th best in odds to win the Champions League. Yeah, these man, whoever did that must be a top gooner. Remember, this team wasn't even good enough to win the Europa League. A man really believe it's going to win the Champions League. It's virtually the same team as last season. You know what I'm saying? In some aspects, you can argue worse because we don't have Granit Xhaka. You know what I mean? Tommy Cafu. You know what I'm saying, bro? Edu already lining up Kai contract extensions. Yeah, bro, that's going to be a massive Kai love fest now. You guys hate Kai Havertz so much you don't even know you. And I don't know you. So what's your point? You know what I mean? What is your point? I don't even know who you are. You're not even using your own face, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. Do you know what I'm saying? It's actually mad. You've got to hit TikTok, man. Content is A1. Bro, I'm gonna hit TikTok, man. I'm gonna do TikTok. I'm gonna rattle them on TikTok. I need to make some time to start. I just got to do a schedule. Once I do a schedule, I can add it. Do you know what I'm saying? I can add a TikTok. That's what I need to do. I can only imagine this squad with a striker. We would be so good. If we play the way we played today, bro, if we play the way we played today, Ten Hag said it was a good performance. He's already using the word project in interviews. Ah! Oh, my days. Listen, please, man, please sign Ten Hag down to a lifetime contract. Please. You know what I mean? Please. It's lovely, man. Seeing Man United like this, it's lovely. The fans deflated. The stadium deflated. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Old Cooler. You know what I'm saying? Old Cooler Trafford. You know what I'm saying? It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely, man. It's lovely. The real test starts now for Arsenal reaching the last 16 of the Champions League. For all the top gooners out there, our journey stops there. Exactly, bro. We ain't winning it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going to win it. And it's just the facts. We ain't winning the Champions League. Man United tears are the best. Yeah, they're the best, man. They're the best. You know what I mean? We got to drink it in. Inject it. Inject their tears in your veins. You know what I'm saying? Inject their tears, bro. Just inject it. You know what I'm saying? Glory, glory, Man United. You think we'll make it till the semis? Nah. And ultimately, like, I hope we get the strongest team in. You know what I mean? I hope we get a City, we get a Real Madrid, because ultimately you need to overcome those teams to win the competition anyway. Those teams will be in the semis. Those teams will be in the finals. So you might as well get them early because you're gonna have to beat them to win the thing anyway. So for me, bring on the strongest team in it. If we're ready and we bridge the gap with City, who are the best in Europe, then we should be able to deal with them. People don't realize we need a lethal striker to play control football. We miss too many chances. Exactly. If you don't create a lot of chances, then obviously, yeah, exactly, bro. You need somebody that's going to maximize the very few chances that you present that striker. But I don't understand how this manager doesn't see that. Northside, I love my football club. I really hope Emery does finish higher than Arteta. To see the look on their faces of these top gooners. Yeah, man, let him finish higher, bro. I want to see the excuses. I want to see the excuses because he ain't had as much money to spend nor enough time. You know what I'm saying? At Aston Villa. And they're already creating more chances and I think they scored more goals as well than Arsenal. So, no, they haven't scored more goals, but they created more chances. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Well, I am Arteta out, but let's not go there. I want to be proven wrong and win the league still. I've always said I wanted to be proven wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've always said I wanted to be proven wrong. I just don't believe I will be proven wrong. Did you see that KDB Tomiyasu pass to Martinelli? Yo, come on, bro. You already know, man. Villa will not finish higher than Arsenal. Not a chance. Well, not a chance, you say, but listen, they're looking a lot more convincing, a lot more fluid. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, listen, we will see, innit? As a unit, as a team, as a squad, they're looking a lot more convincing than we are. So, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. They're not far behind. So, we'll see. We will see. But listen, family, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button if you haven't already. And without further ado, listen. From Tommy Tofu to Tommy Kafu, my guy.